Alright, welcome back to New Saga Anime Review, episode number 11. We're here reviewing the 11th episode of this series, the Scorched Hot Red Strategy. Yep, we're pretty much just about done with this season. And I've heard nothing about a potential season. What the heck is going on here? Seriously? Why did it just freeze for? Why did it just freeze? Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've heard nothing about potential season 2 for this one. Nothing I can think of. Yeah, Red Hot Strategy. Okay, yeah, like I said, I don't know if there's going to be a season 2. Given the next week's episode is called The Heroic Tale Continues, I would not be surprised, basically, if there is one. I mean, there's nothing that can't be. And for this show, you can't say, oh, they caught up with the source material, so waiting. Not really, no, because before the show started, the light novel series concluded. So did the manga adaptation, so who knows? It depends upon the studio. So we pick a look at the last episode. We have Urza and Elise, where take on, well, I'm trying to remember her name here, the female demon. Because, of course, basically, there's something going on with Kyle and the demon here. I'm trying to find it here. Okay, Uraga. That's her name, Uraga. So, basically, she loses. Well, she gets punched in the gut by Elise. And she does ask, like, okay, basically, she surrenders. But instead of taking a prisoner, they tell her she can go. And she asks for names, which they do, and, well, they're basically going to be help. And, of course, Kyle proceeds to jump at her and slicing at her. This basically is followed a little later. She was actually slicing up a bug that was about to kill her. Yep, we'll explain more of that in a minute. So Kyle proceeds to take on, by the way, the guy's name is Gannis. Which, this is interesting when it comes to him. Now, he of course takes and basically they kind of bust through a wall. It looks like magma, but apparently that's just heat. So then basically he proceeds to, well, yeah, not much of the horn, and then he proceeds to basically throw a sticky substance on him in order to nullify his magic, and then throw a chain with lined with mithril. The hot part of it, around him, tie him up, ask him some questions. One of them happens to be the Demon King from when the time period Kyle traveled from. And he had no idea about it. He has no idea who that is. Kyle does mention that when he mentioned his name, they're like, how did you know my name? He's like, simple. You told us the Demon Lord Castle's location. But you didn't give information about the king yourself. Which is interesting. And the fact a lot of people die just to capture him. So basically he kills him just to make sure of it. I'm sure Kyle already knows where the place is because he's been there. So he probably does need him. So he proceeds to drop him in lava. Oh, by the way, also there was a bug basically. Like, oh, I'll take you to the king. No. He was going to kill you anyways. And so, dumped him in lava. And, well, he dies. Presumably. Well, I can tell anyways, yeah, he looks pretty much dead. Yep, and next week we'll wrap this up. Yep, one of 3 anime all wrapping up the same day. Now, this has kind of happened before, but very rarely happens when I've had like a lot of anime wrap up in one day. I mean, yes, last Saturday had 2 anime wrap up. Next Thursday Wednesday's got 3. This one, Rise Shihiro, and Reborn Spin Machine, which by the way, that's coming next, by the way. Yeah, but great episode overall. Can't wait for the next episode, which will be the last episode to air for the season next week. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, notifications. I'm gonna go ahead and watch Reborn Spin Machine. I'm gonna call it a night and save Prince for tomorrow. I mean, I only have like one anime tomorrow, and that's Dr. Stone. So I'll see you all in a bit. Bye.